Hi guys, and welcome to this collective reading. I hope you are all well. We've had some really strong new beginnings energy coming through lately. And with the spring equinox fast approaching, there's this energy of cleaning out the last of the stagnant energy that we may still be holding on to, right? That our winter hibernation hasn't worked through and let go of just yet. And these couple of weeks ahead of us it's really the spring clean energy to clear those cobwebs so the new growth can get a fresh start, right? We want energetically clean and strong, firm foundations to build on. And creating that space is the energy that we are currently sitting in. So the first card of this reading is Dolphin Baby. And it's come out with the Nine of Pentacles. That sounded weird when I just said that. And then skipping ahead a bit, we've got the Six of Pentacles as well. So a lot of Pentacles energy and really positive Pentacle energies, which is nice. So this is our material life, wealth, housing, personal goals. Pentacles are very much about your reality, right? And your experience in the 3D. And I really strongly believe we shouldn't shy away from the 3D experience. We are very much here to experience life, right? So Dolphin Baby is a card that is actually talking about having a perspective where you allow flow and an open-mindedness to exist around timelines and your expectations of them. So this reads here, Lemurian origin, flow, timeless, adaptable, free, and take your time, right? And this is about not trying to enforce your ideas of when things have to unfold. So if you are sitting in an uncomfortable energy at the moment, this card, right, along with the other cards on the table, is giving a sign that you have space to breathe and relax into how things are moving. Or maybe at the moment it feels like how things aren't moving, whatever your personal situation is, right? The whole point of Dolphin Baby is this trust that things are happening for you, right? That life isn't against you, and that things are happening at the time they are meant to, right? And with the Nine of Pentacles, why do I keep saying it like ninth? Ninth? I'm going to have to look in, see what I can look into that like made up word, because it feels, I've said that a couple times. Nine of Pentacles. The Nine of Pentacles is actually showing that the more you can relax into what's happening on your timeline right now and not be fearful or to fight this flow that's trying to come through, like the more you can lean into that and relax into it, a positive outcome is on the horizon. And actually, it may be sooner than you think, sooner than it feels. I have a feeling for a lot of us it is fairly soon, because that's just how it feels. I don't know how else to explain it. It just feels like it's really, we're on the cusp. And this is just being able to trust and sit through this current, less comfortable energy, right? And as unexpected things come up, because they will, try to see how it's serving you, right? If you have redirections to the path that you're trying to forge ahead on, right? Whatever it is you're trying to work on, that you're trying to force, when something goes wrong, that's a redirection. So if something goes wrong, right, try to pause and find the lesson, right? Understand, where is this resistance coming from and why is it coming up, right? And in trying to work with the energies and trying to understand them, rather than working against it and trying to just force your way through anyway, working with it is being in the flow, right? With flow, you aren't afraid to make a turn you weren't planning on making. And by allowing yourself to confront these energies as they come up, this is the clearing of the cobwebs I was speaking about. So often as new energy is coming in, right, old energy needs to be forced out first, right? It's not comfortable, but try your best to see the bigger picture and not fight the process, right? So any difficulties that crop up over the next couple weeks, you really want to be as open-minded as possible about it. And that open-mindedness will keep you in alignment with this Nine of Pentacles energy. I almost said ninth again. So weird. Did I even actually speak about what the Nine of Pentacles is? I don't think I did. It's a breakthrough energy. The Nine of Pentacles it's that feeling of making it in life, right? It's financial and material success. This is being able to feel really content and secure with where you've landed. So this is very much goals energy to be in. And that is from going with the flow and not feeling like, oh, nothing's happening the way I wanted it to. It's not happening fast enough. Like, no, we're timeless, right? Dolphin Baby doesn't have this understanding of time that we do, because Dolphin Baby comes from an older timeline where things were free flowing and time didn't exist in the way that it does now. So just take a deep breath, let it out, feel the feelings, and then see the redirection. Don't be afraid to make the turn. And you'll end up in this Nine of Pentacles. It's not coming out right today. That's so weird. Anyway, the crystal ally that's come through to help us is Lapis Lazuli. And it's come through with the Six of Pentacles, right? And sixes are all about stability. So this is your prosperity and success, really being rooted in a good structure and routine, right? Remember at the beginning how I was saying we want to spring clean so that there's a strong foundation to build on. The Six of Pentacles is the success you can have when you have started with a strong foundation. And Lapis Lazuli, back to the actual crystal, right? It reads art, honesty, and enhancing intellectual ability. So Lapis Lazuli is often referred to as the wisdom keeper. And Lapis really helps you tap into your inner wisdom, this ability to sharpen your senses, almost like caffeine would, right? You know, fine-tuning your ability to focus and hone in. But obviously, without the jitters and the crash associated with caffeine, right? Lapis is a great aid in understanding things that you have heard before, but maybe now you're going to hear it and understand it in a new way. So it helps you to tap into a fresh perspective. And sometimes that fresh perspective may even be past life wisdom that you're tapping into, because it's really the upper chakras, right? The third eye and the throat especially. But with the pyrite running through it, that's the gold flecks that you'll see in lapis lazuli. With the pyrite, it's a very protective stone, but also invigorating, right? It works with the solar plexus, the pyrite, and really can make you feel more excited, right? And seeing your ideas come to life, right? And the pyrite also really helps to bring in and attract abundance. So with it being in the lapis lazuli, right? To be lapis lazuli, it's got pyrite in it as well. That's part of the, what makes it what it is. So the whole combination of what lapis lazuli is, it's really helping your inner wisdom to be used. So it's not just keeping the wisdom up in the head, but speaking these ideas out into the world and putting action behind these ideas. So it's like it's clearing the fog in your mind to bring focus, and that focus allows you to get to work. So really the lapis lazuli is helping to support while we are being encouraged to embrace flow and think on our feet, right? As we may have different things that crop up in life that feel unsettling. And the lapis lazuli will help see that bigger picture and understand the wisdom behind why these things might be happening. And it helps you to bring in that organization and structure as you're making these different turns. So it's like being in a flow, but not being foolish about it, right? Because you still want to think on your feet and, do things in an organized way, because we want to find balance. And it's actually really perfect with White Buffalo Woman being depicted on this card for the Six of Pentacles, right? As White Buffalo, it's like White Buffalo Calf Woman, I believe. White Buffalo Woman or White Buffalo Calf Woman, one of those. But she was seen as clearing the fog and bringing focus and structure to the Lakota tribes, because she was teaching them how to live in harmony with Mother Earth, right? Where before her arrival, man was described as always being on guard and watching out for the enemy, right? That's not a fun way to live, is it? But the arrival of White Buffalo Woman, she brought peace, right? With the gift of the peace pipe. That's what she's holding in the card. So this is introducing order and structure, right? So you can feel at peace. I say order and structure because it's the Six of Pentacles. But she brought in order and structure to the tribe because she was teaching them how to pray, how to live, how to respect Mother Earth, and how to not have to sit and live in fear all the time. And that is really what prevents you from being into flow. So inviting her energy teaches you how to let go of that fear and to be able to live in harmony and be in peace, right? So the order and structure is so you can feel at peace, right? With where you are or where you are going, where you are trying to go. And that's this week's reading. It feels like we're looking at from now to the spring equinox. So that's just over 2 weeks from now. This is the energy that you may be feeling. And to be clear, in case I wasn't, the energy that you are likely to feel over the next 2 weeks is unsettling. It's not the clarity. It's not the success. The energy that you're likely to be feeling is uncomfortable. You may feel like you're being thrown off track, that nothing is going your way. And this reading has come through to help bring in understanding, right? So hopefully while these things are happening, you feel less worried about things. As it might even be things just coming up in your head. Like maybe you're more anxious than you normally are. It might not be external things happening. It might be internal instability. but it will feel unstable, right? And this is just to really tell us that this is a reminder. It's your spring clean energy, right? And the more you can lean into it, like that's where this stuff comes in, right? Where it's a positive. These unsettling energies are here to serve us, right? So that you can be open to all of the beautiful energy that is ahead of you. So right now is the challenge is to see how the annoyances and the disturbances, the being thrown off track, whatever it may be happening to you over the next couple of weeks, how is it serving you? Trusting that and leaning into it and going with the flow. And if you have lapis lazuli, keep it close, because it will be an ally in helping to understand the bigger picture, to help you keep your focus, right? To keep the fog lifted. I've already, as soon as I've pulled this card, I've already gone and pulled out my bracelet. So I was wearing an emerald bracelet here. I've taken that off and I've replaced it with lapis. I really trust in working with the crystals that come up in readings. I strongly recommend you do if and when you have them handy. Yeah, that's it. Remember, I do offer personal readings as well. Anytime you are feeling you need more direct guidance from your own guides, because I will be working with your own guides when I do personal readings, do reach out. I'm on Instagram under the same name, Nath's Garden. You can shoot me a message there, and I will also leave my email below. So whichever feels more comfortable for you. And that is it. Thanks, guys. And as always, I am wishing you all the best, and I will speak to you soon. Bye.